What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Now, the two Australian journalists who were detained over the weekend will be allowed to return home. Linton and his team from ABC's Four Corners are being deported, and soon they'll be back home as they are not being charged. The team were detained on Saturday apparently for aggressively trying to ask Prime Minister Najib Razak a question about the deposits into his personal bank account. Now, this got Batu Kawan MP Kasturi Pato pretty confused. He asks why Najib is alright with taking selfies with his fans, but is not okay with people asking him questions, especially journalists. Well, Mr. Prime Minister, I understand. People ask too many questions these days. So yeah, I don't take questions either. Selfies are fine. Selfies are fun. They're fine.
Hey Dan, can I take a selfie with
I said no questions. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation has come to the defence of their reporters, saying that they did nothing wrong and stressed on the need to defend media freedom, which encompasses the right to question authority. Journalist Linton and cameraman Louis Uroglu were detained on Saturday night for investigation under Section 186 of the Penal Code for obstructing a public servant in discharge of public function, which carries a jail term of up to 2 years. Yesterday, the Australian consular in Kuching appointed a lawyer to handle their case. The team was accused by authorities of having breached a security line to aggressively question Najib while disobeying police orders. Both Linton and Louis have denied the accusation. It could be back to the drawing board for the National Security Council bill that was passed in December last year, as there may be changes to the bill. Attorney General Apandi Ali said today that he will review some of the sections in the bill after the Conference of Rulers said that they would be writing to the Prime Minister about it. The Conference of Rulers want the PM to urge the government to review the bill, which some critics say could lead to a dictatorship. If there are any changes to the bill, it will have to be retabled in Parliament, according to lawyer Sharet Zanjohan. Now for a quick recap of the NSC bill. The NSC bill is to establish a council that will be chaired by the Prime Minister, which can designate secure zones in the country. The use of force can be authorized in these zones, and authorities will be allowed to seize homes, destroy property and evacuate areas while under legal immunity for any errors committed on the job. Now, speaking of the NSC, former Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad has a feeling that his fate may be decided at the hands of the committee if he does not stop his campaign to bring Prime Minister Najib down. He said this after calling for a national referendum to gauge the support behind Prime Minister Najib Razak against the support behind himself. He pledged to stop pressuring Najib to resign if Najib has more support, and also said that he will say no more about One Malaysia Development Berhad and the 2.6 billion ringgit political donations, among other things. Mahathir said that if this referendum is not called to settle the issue of Najib's popularity after all the scandals involving him, the NSC may be the alternative. Remember Mat Sabu's upcoming party on the 27th of March, the one you're not invited to? Well, he's here to clear things up by talking about how this fits into the Save Malaysia agenda. While the 27th of March gathering is behind closed doors, the first rally will be happening next week on the 23rd of March at the Majlis Perbandaran Ampang Jaya Field, followed by one in Gelang Patah on April 16 and one in Kedah on May 7. The purpose of these rallies are to push for the Save Malaysia demands for institutional reforms and for Prime Minister Najib Razak to step down. The freeing of incarcerated former opposition leader Anwar Ibrahim is also on the agenda for these rallies. And that's the end of the fact sheet. Should politicians be allowed to brush off reporters and charge them for asking questions? Let's talk in the comments. Also, please hit like and subscribe as well. I'm Daniel Anthony. Thanks for watching.